Lightning is the worst Tracer skin and I can prove it. I sent out a poll about 2 weeks ago, asking you what your least favorite skin was in Overwatch for each hero, and here were the results. With that being said, like and subscribe if you enjoy, and comment down below your least favorite skin, and tell me why it's Lightning, because not a single person voted Tracer's Lightning as their favorite skin on the favorite skins poll. So let's see if somebody likes the McDonald's Tracer skin down in the comments below. Your guys' least favorite Honest skin was Tao, which I don't agree with, because if you use it with basically any of her highlight intros, not like you're getting played the game anyways, Tao just has the funniest face, but I guess I'm on my own with that. I actually like Tao, I don't know. However, second place was Wadjet, or Wadjet, I'm not really sure how to say that. Funny enough, I kind of like this skin also. I mean, I don't think I've really used it, but I don't have any strong feelings towards it. Honestly, I think Ana has a lot of really good skins. So I would probably say that Merciful is probably my least favorite, but when I say least favorite, I don't mean like I dislike it. It's more just kind of basic and bland, and at best just shows her hair. However, your guys' least favorite was Tao and Wadjet. If you didn't watch your guys' favorite skins video, I did say my own personal opinion on what my favorite skin was. So in this video, that's why I'm doing my least favorites also. But I don't really have least favorites for a lot of characters, so don't take my opinion too seriously. For Ashe, your guys' least favorite skin was Tiger Huntress, which happens to also be my least favorite skin because of that dopey hat on Ashe's head. With that being said, Rajin was a close second to being the least favorite. However, I should say that this vote was quite spread out, so I don't think there's a strong opinion on Ashe's least favorite skin, but Tiger Huntress won out. I also think it kind of sucks because of the hat, and you guys seem to agree. For Baptiste, your guys' least favorite skin was Desert Ops, and the second least favorite was Camouflage. This vote also happened to be very spread out, and I know the black version of Desert Ops actually got third place. I can see why people don't really like these skins. I think anything that has to do with camouflage and Overwatch just don't really work super well, which kind of shows in these votes if you keep looking at all the results, which I did have to look through all 500 Google forms to get these votes. But nonetheless, I think my least favorite skin is Combat Medic, simply because it puts a giant crosshair on your head, and I have no joke melted a Baptiste by putting my crosshair on that crosshair before, so I don't know, I feel like I'm at a strategical disadvantage whenever I wear the skin. But your guys' least favorite was Desert Ops and Camouflage. For Bastion, there was actually nearly a tie for your guys' least favorite skin, but Defense Matrix won out by literally 1 point. I even double checked it with someone else, and Antique got second place. Well, second place I guess isn't a good thing, but your guys' least favorite was Defense Matrix, and Antique was second. And I agree, I think Defense Matrix is my least favorite also. It just kind of is boring. Not really much to say. For Brigitte, Opera clearly lost. Opera is obviously your guys' least favorite according to the vote, with Trey Kroner, if I said that right, being second place on your guys' least favorite list. I agree, I don't like Opera at all. However, honorable mentions to Medic, because I think that skin also kind of sucks. For Cassidy, Magistrate somehow was your guys' least favorite skin. I really don't mind Magistrate. I mean, it's not my favorite skin, but it looks nice. With that being said, second place was Vigilante, which is the yellow Curious George skin. So I understand how people have strong feelings towards it. It's kind of funny how it's called Vigilante and it's all yellow, but then Sojourn has a Vigilante skin that's all black. Kind of weird. With that being said, I think my least favorite Cassidy skin is White Hat, which I think is a theme on the skins that I don't like. If the skin is all white, I seem to not like it, which is kind of weird. But Magistrate was your guys' least favorite, Vigilante was your second least favorite, and I would say White Hat is probably mine just because it's basic, just like the other skins I've already talked about. For Diva, the least favorite skin was Scavenger, with her other variant being Junker, being second. With this one, I also don't have much to say because I don't really like either skin either. I think Junker is just a tiny bit worse than Scavenger, but you guys think Scavenger is a tiny bit worse than Junker, which is kind of surprising how it won the least favorite skin for Diva when there's two variants, so the votes are split between them, and somehow they both still got second and first for the least favorite. I don't know, the skins aren't exactly bad, it's just I don't think it really fits thematically for Diva, if you know what I mean. So maybe that's why we don't like this pair of skins. Next up is Doomfist, and another pair of skins did win the vote. Again, winning isn't exactly a good thing, but still. Iron was voted the least favorite, while Caution was voted the second least favorite. These skins are a little bit abnormal, so to me it makes sense why they are your guys' least favorite. Now I am a little bit biased towards these skins, because me and my friend Zach each had the counterpart to each other, so we would go into a deathmatch each as a Doomfist and punch people, or when we're in game, we would see each other's skins when we play Doomfist. So I don't hate these skins, and as a matter of fact, I would say maybe like leopard or painted is my least favorite. But I mean, I don't really like these skins either, so I'm okay with them winning. Well, again, winning the least favorite vote. I should probably stop saying winning. I should call it like losing. For Echo, your guys' least favorite skin was Automaton, which is also the C-3PO skin from the Star Wars event, which the name was changed. It used to be called 3HCO, and now it's Automaton. Actually, I think it was 3HC0. It's like, I don't even know what it was. But it's kind of funny how Automaton actually won, even though many people still put 3HC0. Just people don't like the skin so much that it still wins, even if like the names are half and half. I remember a comment saying something like Bald Echo, and that's why they don't like it. But the second place skin was Camo, which, I mean, I don't really care. I think Camo's fine. I think my personal least favorite is Hot Rod, just because it's kind of boring. Also, the Lightning McQueen colors isn't great. However, now that I've said that, I actually kind of like it. That's kind of funny how it looks like Lightning McQueen. But yeah, Automaton, I don't really like it either. You have to pay for the skin, so whatever. Next up is Genji. And your guys' most hated Genji skin was Young Genji, which I am not surprised about. I know a lot of people do not like his algae hair, which is just like this gross green color. With that being said, the second least favorite was Karasu Tengu, I think, the bird skin, I'm pretty sure. Again, I don't really like the skin that much either. I don't hate it. Actually, as a matter of fact, I don't really hate any skins in Overwatch except one, of course. But yeah, green hair Genji, I don't really like it. Karasu Tengu, I'm not a big fan of, if I said that right. However, I think my least favorite is Chrome. It's kind of like Defense Matrix, where it's just kind of dull. I don't really know. Maybe I just don't like boring white and gray skins. I think I would just much rather use the default Genji. Honorable mention to Skeleton, because this skin is very ugly, but I like it because it's ugly. For Hanzo, your guys' least favorite skin was Dai Tengu, or however you say it. Honestly, I think this is my least favorite legendary for Hanzo, so I agree. And your second least favorite was Young Hanzo, which, just like Young Genji, it's not the greatest skin. It doesn't have the ugly green hair like Genji's does. However, the orange doesn't really go well with the skin, so that's probably why a lot of people don't like it. In my opinion, Dai Tengu is my least favorite out of the legendaries, but I'd rather have a bad legendary over Cloud, Dragon, or Nihon, just because they're kind of simple. I don't really know. It's not that I hate the simple skins, it's just that white and yellow are not my favorite colors, so they just kind of stand out as skins that I don't really like. For Illari, your guys' least favorite skin was Sundown, and Daybreak was second. What I think is funny about these results is that Sundown is also my least favorite legendary for Illari, and Daybreak is also my second least favorite. Not like that's saying much because there's only like 3 legendaries right now. However, I would say my least favorite skin for Illari is actually a rare skin, being Quimir. I don't know, I like the color green, but not that type of green with those colors, I don't know. A lot of people did say they were only going to put legendaries on the list, and a lot of my least favorite skins have been epics because I have been avoiding rares also. But since Illari has so little skins, I can actually narrow it down to a point where I can figure out which rare skin I like the least, and whether that rare skin is worse than the actual legendary. So I would say Quimir, her rare green skin, is my least favorite for Illari, while Sundown is your guys' least favorite, and Daybreak was second least favorite. Not like that's saying much because she only has 3 legendaries. For Junkrat Queen, your guys' least favorite skin was Wastelander, and your second least favorite was Circuit Breaker, which barely got second place because Beast Hunter was right behind it. Now I'm pretty sure Wastelander is the least favorite skin simply because it almost looks exactly like her regular skin, but it's a legendary because I'm pretty sure it's her skin from the cinematic. I don't mind this skin because it still looks good and I actually kind of like it because it's kind of neat when you have a lore accurate skin in the game. But I understand that it's kind of a waste of money. I would say my least favorite skin is maybe Beast Hunter, just because, I don't know, I just don't really like it. I also know that some people hate Rugby, and I don't really like it either, so I'm not really sure, but it's between Rugby and Beast Hunter for my least favorite. For Junkrat, your guys' least favorite was Junk Food, while second place was Cricket. Junk Food is kind of a meme skin, it's just pink and cupcakes and everything. It's a goofy skin for a goofy guy, but I also don't really like it either. And then Cricket, it is truly yellow and green, I guess. I don't know, Cricket is kind of like a non-offensive skin to me. I don't really like it, but it's not like a dislike, I guess. My personal least favorite is the Hung Hei or however you say that. It just doesn't look great, I don't know. I just don't really like how it looks, I guess. I mean, Junk Food, I kind of feel the same way. I don't really like it, but I dislike Hong Hei, and I can't even say it, so I dislike it even more. For Kiriko, we have a little bit of a surprise. Hinotori, which was in the Battle Pass in Season 1, I think, was your guys' least favorite skin for Kiriko, and then Visual Kai being the second least favorite. In all honesty, I thought the Athleisure or Sugajan were going to be the least favorite because they're kind of basic, but apparently not. I kind of like Hinotori because the knife looks pretty cool from the first person point of view. However, I understand why people don't like it. And Visual Kai is probably my least favorite legendary. As much as we all like a goth mommy, this is not how you do it. The hair just doesn't look very good. I probably offended like a million Kiriko mains. For Lifeweaver, the least favorite skin was Black Swan, while Sojourn was second, if I said that right. Yeah, that's about right. I think Black Swan looks a little bit interesting, and Sojourn, or however you say it, just like Regent, isn't my favorite. I don't really like very many of Lifeweaver's skins, so I just kind of agree. I don't really like either of these skins. For Lucio, your guys' least favorite skin was Slapshot, and I think that was just barely, and Satyr, the werewolf skin, was second place. Honestly, I'm surprised the summer game skins were not higher up. I mean, I saw the summer game skins, it was some people's least favorite, but they're kind of boring, so I'm surprised they're not higher. However, while we're on it, I think Synthesia, the epic skin, is my least favorite because it's dirt brown, and I don't know, I don't really like it. Plus, I like the werewolf meme, so anything with a werewolf in it is just funny to me. The internet has ruined my mind. For Mei, I've been laughing for like a good 20 seconds. MMA was your guys' least favorite, and I can't get myself to hate this skin because it just looks so funny. Like, this skin is the last thing you would expect on Mei. Like, why is Mei a boxer? I have no idea, but it's freaking funny. Mei Ri was the second place, by the way, the Santa skin. But, like, it's ugly, don't get me wrong, but just like Skeleton, I kind of like it because it's ugly. I think Empress is my least favorite. I just don't really like the Chinese aesthetic. I don't know if that's, like, culturist or something. I don't know, I don't really like the skin. But your guys' least favorite was MMA, and I understand why. I find it too funny to hate it. And then I'm surprised the Christmas skin got second place, but I mean, I don't know, I don't think it looks very good. It's just an average Christmas skin. So I understand how it got second. I don't know, I can't get over MMA. It's such an ugly skin, but it's also funny because of how bad, like, how it just doesn't mix well, and I love it. For Mercy, your guys' least favorite skin was Cielobim, I'm not really sure how to say that. While Camouflage was a close second, though. Both of these skins I don't really love. They don't really look that great, I guess. Cielobim, or like I said, I have no idea how to say that. It just looks a little weird, I'm not really sure why. And then Camouflage, she has a Karen cut, and I don't know, I just don't really like it. However, I would be mistaken if I did not say my least favorite Mercy skin, and that is Dragoon. I think it looks very, very derpy, and even though I wear it as a meme, I kind of have slowly liked it more and more the more I use it, just for the fun of it. But I still say that it's my least favorite Mercy skin just because it looks just off. It doesn't work with Mercy, and I don't really know why. Next up is Moira, and your guys' least favorite was Glam, and Mask Dancer was second. Glam, I'm pretty sure, is supposed to be like the David Bowie skin or something like that. However, it does look a little bit weird. While Mask Dancer, you know, I can see why people don't like it. It's hard for me to say that I don't like the Glam skin because it is supposed to be a reference to something. But honestly, I think it is kind of my least favorite. It just doesn't look very good on Moira, that's about it. For Orisa, your guys' least favorite skin was Sanye, while Immortal was second. I actually thought a lot of people liked Immortal, so I'm surprised it's here. However, Sanye being the least favorite, I am not surprised at all, because I make fun of the skin a lot, because I think it looks bad also. It has the exact same problem with Mask Dancer, we just don't really like these skins with these types of masks on them, and I don't know why. Just no one really likes them. So yeah, Sanye is my least favorite skin also for Orisa. Moving on to Pharah, your guys' least favorite skin was Orbital, while Security Chief was second. I actually very much disagree with the Security Chief one, because I actually really like this skin. I don't really know why, it was one of the free skins, so maybe that's why, so I used it a lot. Orbital, on the other hand, I don't really like either. I would even dare say that it's my least favorite for Pharah. I think the reason that we don't like Orbital is because she has this weird head thing on. It's supposed to be astronaut themed, but for some reason, it just looks a little derpy. and that's probably why. So Orbital was the least favorite, with Security Chief being second. For Ramattra, Construction was the least favorite skin, while Kabuki was second. I 100% agree with this. I know I've been agreeing with a lot of these votes recently, but they're kind of accurate to what I dislike also. Construction just doesn't really fit very well with the theme, and Kabuki just looks a little weird. I should mention that both Traveling Monk and Wandering Monk got a lot of votes, so if there were only one skin, I have a feeling they'd be close to second place, but I don't think them being two separate skins really affected the votes, because Construction and Kabuki got a lot of votes, but I did want to say that Traveling Monk and Wandering Monk did fight each other with votes. My alarm just went off. I have to let the dogs in. This is the second time this has happened. I'll get this out the way. My least favorite Reaper skin is probably Desert, just because it's camo and I don't know. I'm so tired. But anyways, so I've been getting really excited. The whole, like, recording session, I've been waiting for this moment, because you guys will not believe it. So the votes were very, very close on this one, and literally by 2 votes, this one won. Can you guess what it is? Well, if you watched the last time I did this, where I asked for the best skins, you may have noticed that Rat King won, and it was your guys' favorite skin, and I said I was surprised about that. But then in this video, to my surprise, Rat King was somehow your guys' least favorite also! So basically, Rat King is the ultimate love-or-hate skin in Overwatch because it won the best skin and the worst skin, and I don't know how. On top of that, Biker was the second place one, which I don't really think Biker looks that good, but I mean, it's cool in the first person, so I like it. But I cannot get over that Rat King is your guys' favorite and least favorite skin. So like I said, we'll have to redo this vote later down the line, like in 6 months when a different, I don't know, holiday pops up, so new skins are coming out. And we'll see if Rat King is still on top, or if Rat King is still on bottom. I have no idea. Reaper has a bunch of good skins, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But I'm just shocked that there's this, like, dynamic where everyone hates or loves Rat King, and I don't know how that happened. For Reinhardt, you guys' least favorite skin was Guan Yu, and second was Wu Jing. Both of these skins are from the Lunar New Year event, and even though the skins look good, I guess people don't really find them that cool, I guess. I know that Guan Yu does change the hammer to like this spear kind of in a way, so maybe people don't like that. For me, I think my least favorite skin is Bundenswear. Freaking, I have no idea how to say that. The camo skin. A while ago, it used to be one of the only skins that showed him without his helmet, but now that a lot of skins show him without his helmet, it's not super special, and I don't think it looks very good. However, I guess you guys don't really like the Lunar New Year skins, so Guan Yu and Wu Jing were your guys' least favorite. For Roadhog, your guys' least favorite skin was Bashi, with second place going to Toa. Beijie, I think, just looks creepy, so that's probably why people don't like it. And then Toa is a shirtless guy in like a Hawaiian Speedo. I don't mind either of these skins. I kind of like Baji because it's creepy. And Toa, I don't care. He looks fine. My least favorite is probably Pigpen because it's Roadhog, but with mud on him. I don't know, I just would rather have a legendary skin than that. Sigma kind of has funny results. The least favorite skin was Oracle, and Prophet was second. If you can't tell, those are counterpart skins. So it's kind of funny that both of the versions were first and second for you guys' least favorite. I kind of agree. I don't really like them either. They're not bad skins, it's just, I don't know, I don't really like them. My least favorite is probably Dr. Day Cooper. The colors and the hair just don't really fit super well together, so that's the only reason I don't really like it. But you guys really hate Oracle and Prophet, and I don't really know why. For Sojourn, your guys' least favorite skin was Polar, and right behind it was Runner. Runner actually almost took it over too. Polar is basically an Overwatch League skin, so it is kind of basic. While Runner, I actually don't mind as much, but apparently you guys do not like it. My least favorite skin is easily Commando. I do not like Commando Sojourn. I think Soldier did it better, and on Sojourn it just kind of looks weird. For Soldier, your guys' least favorite skin was Cyborg, while Daredevil was second place. Again, I actually kind of like Cyborg 76. It does look a little quirky, but it's still good. I like it still. As for Daredevil, yeah, I can see why you don't like it. Daredevil kind of is a meme skin. As for me, even though I kind of like the colors, I think Auspicious is my least favorite Soldier skin, just because his face kind of looks off. Soldier 76's Overwatch 1 face just didn't really look very good, so seeing him without a mask just looks weird to me, so that's probably why I don't like it. For Sombra, your guys' least favorite skin was Talon, while Jester was second. So I don't really hate Talon because it has a laser sight, and I think the laser sight is cool. Of course, I do think it's not her best skin ever. While Jester, I don't like it, but if you actually look at the comic where it comes from, it makes me even more disappointed because she used to have like this little tutu or whatever, and it actually made the skin kind of look good. So I can't say Jester is my least favorite, but man, if it was actually accurate to the comic, I think I'd like it much better. However, I already know my least favorite skin. It's Glitch. I really do not like Glitch for Sombra. It just kind of looks gross, and that's about it. Also, another reason you guys don't like Talon that I just noticed is that Talon Sombra has a Karen cut. It's kind of funny though. Moving on to Sim. Cobra Queen was your guys' least favorite skin, while Holly was second place. I do not mind Cobra Queen because it's a meme skin. It looks like Edna from The Incredibles, and I like it. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't really like the skin, but since it looks like Edna, I can't get over it. It's too funny. It's kind of like MMA, I just can't hate it. As for Holly, I agree, I just don't like the skin. It's kind of like Pigpen, where it's just Symmetra, but with paint on her. And I do know, I did read the comments, this is culturally relevant to Symmetra, but I still think the skin looks bad. I'll be honest with you, I don't hate the skin as much now though, but I still think it's my least favorite Symmetra skin, because it's just Symmetra, but with paint on her. Maybe if her gun was like a paint shooter, or even better, what if it changed to beam to have like a little bit of paint in it? Then I think I'd like the skin a little bit more. For Torbjorn, your guys' least favorite skin was Ironclad, while second place went to Dark Iron. First off, I don't really mind Dark Iron, I kinda like it. I do think he looks a little odd, but at least I like the colors. As for Ironclad, I kind of agree, he does look a little bit cursed. He looks like a redneck. As a matter of fact, after looking at all the skins, I kind of agree, Ironclad is the weakest one, and young Torbjorn just doesn't really look right, and I don't know, the colors don't really work either. As for Tracer, I decided to make this one multiple choice for a good reason. Lightning, obviously, is the worst Tracer skin. As a matter of fact, there was an other option, and that still had the most freaking votes. Second place was Punk, which I do kind of agree that the skins are kind of weak. I do actually like the Punk Tracer skin from the first person point of view, but yeah, it does look a little weird. But Lightning, oh Lightning, what a bad skin. This had over 400 votes, by the way, for this skin alone. I think the only other ones that got close were like in the 150s. This one had over 400 votes. To be fair, I did put it as a multiple choice option with the other, but that is still a ton of votes, and literally, there was only 9 votes for Punk. Only 9! So 400 something people chose Lightning, while only 9 chose Punk. It's actually insane. Oh, by the way, my least favorite Tracer skin is Lightning. I don't know if you can tell, and so is yours. Post editor me here, I actually completely miscounted the Punk votes. There's actually like 20 of them, but still, Lightning has like 400 something, so it doesn't matter. For Widowmaker, your guys' least favorite skin was Odile, and second place was Odette. I'm gonna get railed if I said those wrong. These are two counterpart skins, and I actually dislike Odette more than Odile, but they do look a little bit bad. However, it's not my least favorite skin. That goes for Fleur de Lis. I'm sure this means something and has meaning to other people, but I don't really like the colors of it, so it's my least favorite. But you guys really do not like Odile and its variant, and I can see why. And moving on to Winston, we actually got our first place tie. That was Specimen 28 and Wukong. They tied for the worst. Specimen 28 is a very, very basic skin that looks a lot like his original, while Wukong, I'm actually a little surprised is here. I mean, Wukong isn't my favorite skin, but it looks okay. As with a lot of these skins, I actually think Desert is my least favorite. I don't really know why an astronaut monkey has a desert camo skin, but who knows, I just don't really like it. But you guys don't like Specimen 28, and apparently you do not like Wukong Winston. If we keep up with the Pharah trend in astronauts, well, we get the results of Wrecking Ball skins, with Horizon being your least favorite, and Lunar being your second least favorite. Both of these have the cap on that the astronauts wear, and you guys seem to not like it. I, on the other hand, don't really like it either. But I think Sugar Bomb is my least favorite, because Hammond now looks like someone who I want to punch in the face. If you're a child and you're actually wearing that stupid little hat and have candy on your face, you look like a brat to me, and I just want to drop kick you across a football field or something. I don't know. The skin looks good, it just makes me want to punch him. As for Zarya, are you going to be surprised when I tell you that Cybergoth and Industrial were the least favorites? Cybergoth was voted your least favorite, Industrial was voted the second least favorite. These two skins just look a bit too emo, I guess. kind of like Punk Tracer. Honestly, I don't really like these skins either, but I'd rather have them over Dawn, which is just a white version of Zarya's default skin. It's also an epic, so it's like insult to injury. I don't know. Cyber Goth and Industrial I don't really like either though. And finally, we got to Zenyatta. Sang Zhang was the least favorite, while Harmonious was the second least favorite. Harmonious just has some poor colorings, so that's probably why you guys don't like it. As for San Zhang, just look at those lips. It's kind of creepy. Yeah, I don't really like San Zhang either. The only reason I kind of like it is because every time I use the skin, I just go lips, and then it's just kind of funny. Anyways, like, subscribe, comment what your least favorite skin is, and I'm still trying to decide whether I'm going to stream on Twitch or Kick, so we'll figure that out one day. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you all later. I also used up my Zenyatta jokes last time I did this, so I don't have any funny jokes to end off the video, except this one. Holy crap, Zach!